welcome to PASC26. This is the highlights from the mini symposia. I am here with the organizer of a mini symposium on single and reduced precision for weather and climate models. And the organizers are Claudia Frauen from DKAZ, Germany, and Baldassar Reuter for ECMWF. Still Germany, even though it's the European weather forecast organization. So the obvious question to start is, can you tell us about the mini symposium and why? What were the needs that triggered you to submit such a mini symposium?
Okay, yeah. I mean, first of all, it is not a new or emerging topic. I mean,
sure.
Reduced or single precision has been relevant for a while, and there are models like the IFS at ECMWF that are already calculating an FP32 precision. Yeah. But other models like us with ICANN who are still trying to get it implemented, and there are a lot of challenges around it. And I think especially now also with new emerging hardware architectures, it's becoming even more pressing that you are able to go to at least FP32, ideally maybe even lower precision. And that's why we thought it would be a good time to bring this topic to the table again and bring also different people with different perspectives on the topic together.
So, and do you already have some initial results that confirm that actually you don't lose in accuracy if you go to lower precision? I'm asking as a question.
Maybe that's for you.
Yeah, sure, I mean, of course.
ECMWF has basically demonstrated that. We run our numerical operational forecast in single precision, and the most recent increment is now that also in the 40-var data simulation, parts of that algorithm are run in single precision. So we demonstrate in our operational forecasts that these calculations can be done in single precision indeed. And
they are still accurate enough for our purpose. What were the highlights and what are the challenges that you have seen coming from your discussions?
So the highlight for me was that a lot of the talks really hooked into each other. So it was a very homogeneous session in the sense that there was a lot of links between the different presentations, and some different models, be it ICANN, be it IFS, be it the UK Met Office, they all saw similar problems in implementing single precision, faced similar challenges, but also have seen similar outcomes that you have to accept that it's producing a different answer, but it's not necessarily a worse answer, and that's really the kind of highlight of this session.
But then, I mean, there were a lot of not a lot, but there was a number of mini symposium on weather and climate, and this is, I mean, yesterday night there was a crazy storm, so we do understand the importance of doing further research and also development of models. What is your take on all this AI in the weather and climate modeling? So will AI models replace traditional computational or research or simulations, in your opinion?
Should I go first?
Yeah, go first, please.
You can both have
maybe, I mean, they are already experimenting much more in that direction, but I would say, first of all, one needs to distinguish between weather, also numerical weather forecast and climate modeling.
Sure.
And I think numerical weather forecast, we already see really impressive AI models that are quite often already outperforming the physical models. I think on climate, it's more difficult because you don't, if you want to do future climate predictions, you have no observations, for example, to train on. So you need also still data from physical models to actually train on. So I think there we will always need a combination of both.
Simulations and AI. You want to add something?
No, I fully agree. I mean, right now, no one can really say whether they will long-term entirely replace numerical models, and I think no one really expects this at this time. There will be a place for both.
Yeah. Then my final question, and you can both answer or one you choose. So there is always a lot of discussion at the PASC conference, also because of the interdisciplinarity. You meet a lot of people also from different fields, so you might have new idea, new exchange. So what would you like to see happening? What are the next steps that you would like to see happening, not to lose the momentum that you have gained at the PASC conference?
Now, on this specific topic of the mini symposium?
In general.
Okay. I mean, something that I also really like about the PASC is that you also have quite a lot of chance of exchange with industry. So, for example, also in our mini symposium, we had also a presentation by Dimitri Alexeyev from NVIDIA, who also then brought the developments in hardware and what that also means for our developments, for example, moving to reduced precision, brought that together. And I think that is also very important for us to a bit see which direction hardware is developing and how we will have to adapt for it. Yeah. Because unfortunately, especially thinking about single precision, it became clear that it's not the only solution and that there are also other bottlenecks that one needs to account for.
And yeah, sure. Baldassar?
I fully agree. Maybe for us in particular, the really interesting angle is also, as an European organization, for us, the conversation with our member states is really, really important to us. And a platform like PASC is really excellent for this, because a lot of groups from the different member states really come together here to foster this exchange.
So thank you very much for joining us, and see you next year at PASC27.
Thank you.
Thank you.